when I was growing up, my family was amazing and all that, but girls were not allowed to think about career. You study, you get married. If your husband wants to let you to do that, great, do it. And I was one of the lucky person who got married to the best, the right person who always talked only about career. It's like, so it's like for me, it was 180 degrees uh, completely. It's like contrast. You cannot even imagine everything that I was before marriage and versus after marriage is a complete contrast. But the important part is I kept both the value system. Okay. And I kind of made it work for me. Now, going back to why I started Mom Relaunch is when actually before that, when I was running my own companies, before starting my company, I was working as a chief technical architect, which again, in three years, I was promoted to that. So I was very proud of that. But I was running as a chief technical architect, working as there for a startup company, and that company was sold to a big company, and they let my position go. I was expecting, and I was thinking that, oh, it's okay for me. But then within a month, they called me back, and I said, I'm not coming back full time. So I'm going to go ahead and register myself as an independent consultant, and then see what happens. Um, Doing that, I realized that I know the system so well that no matter how big that company is or whoever they bring to run that operation, they will have to spend a lot of time in training that person because I architected that product that they bought. So when they called me back, I took that as an opportunity and I said, okay, you have brought me back and you want to grow this. Let me help you grow it. Okay. I started finding opportunities of bringing people that I can train and then put that into the system or the company to grow. Fortunately, the first person that I hired was a stay-at-home mom, a really good friend of mine. She was looking to figure out what she wanted to do after her child was born, and say, hey, I told her, hey, come on, I'll train you. And that was in 2003, and that's when the seed was born. I mean, you just mentioned I started it now, but it's not a new idea. I have been watching, I have been thinking, I've seen how when you train and nurture, the key is nurturing talent, which they think that, oh, I'm not there yet, but a little bit of a platform, little bit of a support, and they will perform like anything. And that person, she's really good friend of mine still. In my book, I've mentioned about her. She's the motivation. She's the motivation. If she was unsuccessful, maybe I would have thought, I don't know if this will work. But she proved it. And when she proved it, I continue to hire many women in my program or my companies before, which I sold. It's called Target Recruit, and then trained them, gave them the opportunity to work from home, gave them the opportunity to have flexible hours. Spending time with family was very important mantra of my company. I wouldn't say that I grew the company extremely big, but we were a happy company. So that's where it started. And now what I do is we have created this platform. I've been doing it for almost a couple of years, and believe it or not, pandemic has worked in our favor. I won't say it's a blessing or bad because that's not the right term to use, but it has worked in our favor because companies who used to go back and say, I can't expect remote job, I can't do flexible. Now they are open to it because everybody is in that same boat. They're working from home, they're doing all these things, and now we don't get that objection. So now it has worked in our favor, and we're looking into. We started Mom Relaunch by nurturing women. Uh, we have crafted out a very well four-step process, and in that we take them through a career step, through training, but most importantly, we give them what they really need is the work experience, confidence, team collaboration, all those soft skills that they think that they have lost during those years when they are taking care of their family. When they come back to us, they find a community, they support each other, we have peer guides. So we have created that platform of nurturing them. We don't go back and say, you come today and it will happen tomorrow. It's a process and everybody has their own time. Somebody can go in 2 weeks, somebody in 2 years, not 2 years, at least 6 months or in a year, whatever that works. So it's a very interesting platform that we have created with the focus that we are going to give you what no other company is giving. Confidence, work experience, communications, everything that you need to be successful in a company. So that's very important thing that we are bringing in Mom Relaunch. And fortunately, with all my network and all those relationships that I had, there are companies, there are people who are coming as allies. And I couldn't have asked more than what we have achieved. Very soon, we'll start doing some fundraising also for going nonprofit. So far, I've been putting my own time and money. So another thing you mentioned who I am is like I just believe in something and I go and do it. I just don't have to wait for if I'm going to get it. It fails, it fails, it works, it works. I love experimenting. I love experimenting. It's part of my entrepreneurial genes here.